We want to welcome in now Trish Regan, the host of the Trish Regan Show. Of course, you can find that wherever you get your podcasts. And always, Trish, people need to check out TrishIntel.com. Thanks for hanging with me on a Saturday night. Good to see you.
You got it, Bianca. Good to see you, too.
Wow, so much is happening. And we just spoke a little bit with Peter about the economy. Of course, another subject Biden doesn't want to talk about, but he really doesn't want to talk about Hunter Biden's laptop. Finally, this week, we saw the media sort of opening up and giving it maybe more than a moment's coverage here. In fact, this right here, we want to pull this out. This is CBS admitting, yes, the federal investigation into Hunter Biden's business practices is broader than previously known. And an official with a Chinese energy company signed a $1 million retainer for Hunter Biden's services as a lawyer. You have to wonder how long Biden can separate himself from this.
Look, I mean, these are real questions. And one of my biggest criticisms overall is what we've seen over the last year and change. And that's this unwillingness to even look at this story, Bianca, which is a real story. I mean, you're talking about money changing hands and the perception anyway, whether it's real or not, the perception of pay to play. And so it has been worthy of coverage. And yet you have, quote unquote, not been allowed to, right, by big tech, by media in general, perhaps by the White House. And that's been my biggest concern, only because I really believe that everybody should be able to talk about these things out in the open. We should be able to examine these things out in the open, because otherwise, how are we any better than some of these authoritarian regimes that don't allow you to discuss these things? We are still the United States of America with our First Amendment.
We are supposed to have a free press, not a state-run press. Exactly. And this is a real story. And apparently it's not going away, and it actually is looking pretty bad now. In fact, we know, as you know as well, a federal grand jury is hearing evidence that Hunter committed tax fraud, violated the Foreign Agents Registration Act. Many people think that indictments will be following soon. What is your take on that? Do you think we will see an indictment handed down against Hunter Biden?
It's certainly possible. I mean, keep in mind, it's not that hard to get an indictment. So in light of what we've learned thus far, it's certainly possible that that could be coming. I guess the big question is, can you tie it back to the man who is president himself? And that's what people are trying to understand. Look, I get it. You know, you got family members and everybody's entitled to have their own line of work. I guess what's most unseemly for all of us Americans is the idea that, you know, his dad was in politics and he's got this son, right? You know, Hunter Biden, who can't quite seem to make it on his own and yet is getting these massive payouts from countries that probably wouldn't have hired him unless his dad had the position he did and was going to have. And so I think those are fundamentally, you know, the root issues of what needs to be discussed. There really can't be room for that kind of corruption, well, not in our country.
No, and now that we're obviously dealing with a war that has broke out in Ukraine and with China possibly aiding Russia, and it is a disaster geopolitically, and is the president compromised? These are questions people want to ask and they want answers to. Trish Regan, host of the Trish Regan Show, thanks so much for joining me this Saturday. Appreciate it.